Good morning, loyal listeners, and welcome to the sos-radio.com podcast. All paranormal, all the time. This is Jason Nhyte, president and founder of Chicago's own Supernatural Occurrence Studies, and your host into the unknown. I am still joined by my fellow SOSers and brothers in arms, Mr. Oscar Spector.
We haven't left you yet.
We have not left. Joe Eerie.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Listeners, it is 4:09 a.m., Saturday, May 28th. This is part 2 of our Pfister Hotel walkthrough investigation. Last episode, we finished up with Dave Black's walkthrough. This episode, we're going to pick up with Joe Eerie's walkthrough of the Pfister Hotel and what he experienced here. Joe, could you give us a high-level understanding of what you experienced when you went out on your jaunts?
All right, so we all know what happened in the room, right?
Yeah, we covered that last episode.
As soon as I walked out...
Now, why don't we recap real quick for the listeners what happened in the room last episode?
Well, we're...
a few hours ago, actually.
Just talking about random stuff. All of a sudden, I saw a black orb in the mirror. I was like, I decided to say it about like 3 minutes after I saw it. Like, I'm just throwing it out there. I did see a black orb in the mirror, and as soon as I said that, me and Dave both felt something kind of come to us. And you obviously saw every hair stick up on us.
Yeah, you guys reacted very severely to that.
They filmed themselves walking around, and I mean, we definitely confirmed we felt something in that bedroom.
Dave Black has joined us once again. Yeah, we had the chain rattling. I caught that on video.
I posted a video 2.5 minutes long while we were getting ready to go try and find the 9th floor, go to the ballrooms and stuff. I did another spin around our floor, and there's a sound. There's something there. I'm narrating, talking about. Is there a way for you to get on Facebook right now and play the video?
No. Well, no, I can't. I can't play. This thing can't do more than that programs wise.
All right.
I have to be connected.
If you go on the SOS-radio page right now, there's a video. I'll actually play it into the. So there's a video of me. Actually, let me just bring up the actual video on my phone, and I'll play it.
Yeah, that could work too.
Yeah, because the internet here is really spotty, and I have to jump on my hotspot, and that's going to take forever.
Okay, so
set up the video while you're looking for it. Where were you?
I was outside our room, narrating, what I was talking about, and when I got to the elevators, I said, I just hit a wall of energy. Here, you listen and see if you can see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
When I did my investigation earlier, I was out here for about an hour, walking around every floor, talking to people, and Joe seems to have an aversion to doing that. So we're getting ready to go check out the ballrooms and walk around, try to get up to the 9th floor. I, taking it upon myself to walk around one more time, and just as I reach here by the elevators,
What the hell was that?
Whoa!
it's the wall.
Was that someone screaming?
And just as I reach here by the elevators, no, I was by the elevators. And just as I reach here by the elevators,
You didn't hear that while you were recording?
it's the wall.
And we've been...
This is the thing. If I would have heard that,
You would probably...
You would have marked it.
I would have said that was the elevator.
You
I
of
would
all
have
people
said
would have marked that.
I would have said something.
And we've been up and down those elevators all night, walking through these halls, dead silent.
We didn't hear that ever.
That sounded like a scream, like a high-pitched
Why don't we go?
scream.
Why don't we go out to that elevator right now, and
Well, you can't just hijack the show. Like, can we just?
I'll go out to the
Yeah,
elevator.
how about that? Yeah.
Right now.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
And
so we could
I'll go
just
and
keep it
see if
going
I can hear that. If I can hear that sound
to
again.
try to debunk it. Very
In fact,
good.
I'll even do a
Record
video.
it. Yeah, excellent.
All right.
Take this too.
Dave's taking the Tascam as well.
It works fine on here.
Okay.
I'll be back in a moment.
Don't slam the door.
Yeah, don't slam the door. So, I mean, there you have it. There's something odd there. So, yeah, just a quick recap before Dave walked in the room. The feelings in here, the orb, there was a couple shadows that were seen.
Definitely experienced something really strong.
We did the Ouija board session, and three of us, myself, Joe Eerie, and Black Cat, heard like this choking sound, this gagging, choking sound. And ironically, first thing Joe walked into this room earlier yesterday evening, something was emanating from the closet, and he said he felt like someone died or hung themselves in that closet. And later on, we heard that choking sound. So I don't know what that is, but that was just a quick recap on what we've experienced in this room. So when you went out, Joe, so basically right now what we're doing is we're setting up your audio, your walkthrough that you did. So real high level, what did you experience?
I mean, when I feel things, I kind of just like let my body just take me like where it's drawn to, okay?
Okay.
So I started walking around, a little something, nothing crazy, okay? Like, all right, I go downstairs, and all of a sudden...
What floor?
The 7th, okay?
Okay.
And I believe that the ballroom... I think the 7th's the ballroom, but the ballroom, that's where... I walked out our door, started kind of, trying to get a little feel, walking more and more. All of a sudden, I got to this staircase, and I'm like, ooh, here we go. I went down that staircase, and all of a sudden,
so now you're heading down
like,
to the 6th.
Bam, there we go. No, 7, because I was on 8th, then I went down the staircase to 7.
I see.
And boom, there was the ballroom.
Now, which ballroom, the Imperial or the Louis Louis ballroom?
When I was speaking in the Tascam, I think I said Louis the 15th, but I believe it's actually Louis the 14th.
Right.
That was really that was the 14th heart. Ballroom. That's where I felt it. It was hit and miss, and all the other ones like around there, but that Louis the 14th, bam, man, that was the heart of that energy.
Okay,
for
so
me.
Louis the 14th ballroom, 7th floor. What else?
So I'm like, all right, well, let's see if I get anything else. I went down to the 6th. Nothing really. Down to the 5th. Starting to get a little something again. And then the 4th. Boom. It was in the 4th again. Okay? Not as strong as the ballroom, but it was definitely a presence there. Then went down. I felt a little something in the 2nd. It was really old. I could tell there's something there, but not as strong.
Did you run into anybody?
In the ballroom, I did talk to somebody working there.
All right, we'll hear that in your audio walkthrough.
And he had telling about how somebody new had experience downstairs by the elevator.
Very good. Well, let's let that unfold as it did when you actually recorded it. Oscar, why don't we cue up Joe's Pfister Hotel walkthrough?
Yeah, let's do that now.
We're on the 8th floor. Really don't feel anything. It just kind of looks like the Shining hallway. Kind of mixed in with Al Capone era. By 805, 806, 808. Oh, actually, I kind of am starting to get something. But it's in let's see, there's a staircase over here. There's a piano downstairs. Let me try to get a room number. There are no rooms over here. The closest room to it is 836. There's a staircase that leads down the stairs. I can tell that there's been a lot of previous experiences in the past. A lot of people walking past. A lot of history. I'm on the 8th floor. I'm feeling it downstairs, which would be the 7th. There's a little corner of the 8th floor that kind of, it's like almost like a peninsula, like where it just goes off into nothing. Yeah, not feeling anything there. All right, I'm walking out of that. I'm going to go back downstairs to that one area with the stairs to the 7th floor, where I'm kind of feeling stuff. Walking down the stairs, I'm actually starting to get the electric feeling in my body. Oh, shit. Oh, this is the area. Oh, my God. There's an Imperial Ballroom. There's weird photos. Oh, my God. My whole fucking body is just pulsating right now. And there's an electric charge everywhere in my body. It's so empty right now. There's empty seats. I could barely breathe. Oh my God. It is very, very strong. I'm by myself right now on the 7th floor. This is where it's at. It's in the ballroom. This is where it's at right now. I don't even know if this is the 7th floor. Hey, oh, is this the 7th floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Were you looking for anything?
Oh, no, just doing a little show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're in the middle of cleaning up.
Okay, no, thank you. Yeah, no, it's empty. It is the 7th floor. This is where the energy is right now. Walking around. In the bigger ballroom, not too much. It was I was feeling energy in one of the side ballrooms, but this is where everything is. I'm going to actually give you the name of the room. It is Louis X1V and Henry 111. Yeah, that's where it is. Don't know why. I don't know if it's because there's been so many people in one place for such a long time. Maybe something happened. I don't know. But the ballroom area is where I'm feeling energy. I'm actually going to talk to an employee and see if they witnessed anything. Oh, hey, I don't know if you talked to anybody else before. We're doing like a little investigation, but did anybody come down yet and talk to you?
I have not seen it.
Okay, there are, like, I'm a clairvoyant, like, so basically, like, I could feel energy, and we're doing like a little thing at the hotel, and walking around trying to feel like certain areas about the hotel. But this whole, the ballroom, and especially this area right here, this is like where I feel stuff. And do you ever witness anything, or has anybody ever witnessed anything before?
I mean, I've only worked here for like 7 months. So I haven't seen anything. But I mean, this is the original side of the hotel. So this is like the...
Okay.
This is the original, like...
The most historical, like, original?
Yeah. And then you cross over in the hallway, or in the foyer area down there. And then that's the newer side that was built in... like the 60s, I believe. This is original. I mean, obviously it's renovated, but the structure itself is from like 1893, I think. Okay. So I mean,
so this is the oldest section. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Most history. Mm-hmm. I'm just kind of going through everything and trying to feel, the most. Yeah, is there any stories or any history or little ghost stories that you heard
or through people you work with, or?
The only thing I've heard is from one guy that said we saw that he left his umbrella, or they thought it was his umbrella, so they grabbed it and they, you forgot your umbrella or something, and I guess he hit the elevator door, door open and closed, and if you hit it right, like if you hit it in time, like before they hit their, like if you were to go in before you hit your number, it'll open back up for you.
Yeah.
And when they opened it back up, I guess there's nobody in there.
It's gone.
But that was the only thing I've ever heard. But like I said, I haven't been here really that long. So.
Yeah, I heard this is a haunted place. I didn't look at the history. I just kind of. Wanted to.
Baseball players a lot of times have stories and stuff, but I've never seen anything.
Yeah,
if you look up baseball players that stay here, there's quite a few of them. There's a couple teams that won't stay here because of just paranormal.
Yeah, things that happened. I know the room we were staying at. A few little minor things happened, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But we didn't. See or hear stories before because we want to kind of get for ourselves type of thing. Yeah.
Come in with no
Yeah, exactly. Don't know anything about the place and just kind of get feelings and.
I've never heard anything too crazy. I mean, there's people that claim that they've seen stuff.
Yeah, herders.
But I mean, you could look it up and whatnot. But I mean.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything yet. I hope I don't.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, awesome.
I prefer it to stay that way.
Yeah, I'm just walking around kind of seeing what I feel, and for some reason, when I came in here, I was like, whoa.
Really?
I kind of just, this, it's in this room. What is this room? It's the Louis the...
It's just so it's
the
called
14th? Or the 5th?
Yep. And you can take a look at the ballroom if you want. I mean, turn the light for you if you want to look.
Oh, no, thanks. But yeah, this is the oldest section over here. Is it 10 floors or is it?
There's.
Oh.
This side goes up to 8. I mean, there's 9, but 9's a storage area.
Okay.
But it's 8 floors.
Okay.
I mean, this is all. I mean, the chandeliers up there are original to when it was built.
Wow.
I mean, obviously they're. I'm sure they've been repainted and stuff.
No, yeah.
But I mean, there's a photo in one of our boardrooms that we have meetings in, and it's an original from probably 1910, and you can see the chandeliers up there in the photo.
It's crazy. Cool. It's almost you walking in that era,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's very European kind of,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you want to walk, I mean, I can't really let you.
No. Yeah, I was just kind of a little quick.
Feel free.
Yeah, no, thank you so much.
No problem.
Cool, that's awesome. I'm in one of the other ballrooms. Nothing too much in here. The room I was in, I believe it was the Louis the 15th. That room, it was pretty hardcore. That was the strongest that I felt. And from what he said, 9 floors. 8 is the highest it goes for guests, and 9th is storage. That's confirmed. Go down to the 5th. Same feel, little. Nothing much. Nothing's really pushing or itching me to walk too far around. No, all the energy is in that ballroom, and that was the 7th floor. So far, everything's on that 7th floor, and the heart was in that Louis the 15th. And actually, I'll take a picture of that before I go back up and try to get to that 9th. But there's probably a pretty good reason that is storage. All right, now let's try to get up to that 9th floor. And I actually just saw a shadow figure. Awesome. I'm on 8th floor now, walking back towards her room. There's a staircase near our room. I don't know if it's going to allow me to go up. I hate walking around by myself right now. Talking into a Tascam. People probably think I'm crazy. Ooh. Oh. Oh my god. There's a way we could get up. I'm gonna have to go with somebody else just in case something happens. And I'll be right back. Oof, I'm feeling ready on the 7th floor. So far, this is where I feel everything. A lot of energy here. Okay. 6th floor. Mild, it's here. Not intense. Downstairs to the 5th. Really mild. Not that intense. Very calm. The 4th. Ooh. Actually, ooh. Okay, here we go. 4th floor. Starting to get a little vibe. Feeling a little bit more energy. Okay. There's a little section of the 4th floor where it's almost like a little peninsula, like where it goes in, old antique furniture. Strong feeling. Yeah, the 4th floor kind of has a little bit more energy. Not as much as the ballroom yet, but definitely has energy. So far, ballroom and 4th floor. Let's go on the 3rd and check this out. A lot of antiques and it's such a different feel here. Don't feel too much. But there is this other area with that little peninsula. And there are a lot of pictures in here. Let's see. I don't know if there are previous owners of the hotel. But I would assume I would feel something in this area, especially with the antiques and the old history, but not feeling too much on that 3rd floor. Alright, I'm going down to the 2nd floor now. Different feel. Ooh, here we go. Yep. Wow. You could even smell the difference in here. You could smell the energy on the 2nd floor. Wow. It's weird. Each floor has a different historical vibe to it, and you could tell that the historicalness on each floor. The one above me was about 20 years different. This one is I mean, this is like probably has to be like early 1900s, and you could feel that that presence here. This is the floor. Wow, it's not so electric, but it's almost like a stale, dead presence. It's definitely here. Second floor. Second floor. It almost has like a Civil War vibe to it. I know that's what Dave is like feeling. Me and him feel different things. He's feeling that second floor. I got the strongest presence in the ballroom and over here.
Joe. Well, that was pretty interesting, man. Good story. So in your opinion, after having done your walkthrough, the feelings you experienced, the stories you just relayed, and talking to that worker, haunted or not?
It's definitely haunted. Definitely haunted. Something that I was just thinking about, Dave is checking out that the elevator.
Yeah.
The story was about that elevator. What a coincidence, right?
Oh, that's right. Yes.
So, you'll hear the story.
Well, let's see if he comes back.
It's kind of a coincidence.
Yeah, let's see if he heard anything. Excellent. Well, I think before we get into the final segment, my walkthrough of the hotel, which honestly, nothing happened. I got to talk to some security guards. Completely no ghost policy. They were pretty friendly, but still absolutely no ghost. The Cincinnati Reds are here. Security is really walking around pretty tightly. They're being pretty tight-lipped. So, but before we get into my walkthrough, I think we have some time for everyone's favorite Oscars Off the Rails review.
Who is this everyone?
Oscar. It's everybody. Nope. Thousands of people love
thousands.
Off the Rails review. What do you got for us this evening? This morning,
correct.
So I used to say in the evening.
Yes, this movie I saw. I just saw it 24 hours ago, almost exactly. Which is funny when we record this. And I'm gonna start off by reading the quote, which is the beginning, as its opening monologue type deal, as a few lines of dialogue, and I think it encapsulates almost perfectly what we question ourselves as a group or as an organization on the supernatural. And much more. I'll just get into it. Let me read the thing here. So the opening is, what is a ghost? A tragedy condemned to repeat itself time and again. An instance of pain, perhaps. Something dead which still seems to be alive. An emotion suspended in time. Like a blurred photograph. Like an insect trapped in amber. And this movie I'm talking about is called The Devil's Backbone. It is
The Devil's Backbone.
Yeah, it's a real cool title, right?
I like that title. The Devil's
in Spanish,
Backbone.
it's El Espinazo del Diablo. It's a Spanish film. It's made by...
Sounds like something you'd see on like a nature trail map.
A little bit, yeah. Funny enough, there's a mountain thing called The Devil's Backbone in Mexico. I drove through it. What it is like it's a parted mountain where the road, basically on both sides of the road, it's like a big drop-off.
Okay.
And that's what they call it, the Devil's Spine.
Interesting.
Or something like that.
Is this what the movie is based on?
No, it's not. No, it's not. It just happens to be a coincidence.
And how do you say it in Spanish again?
El Espinazo del Diablo.
I love the way it rolls off your tongue.
Thank you. It is late, though, so maybe it sounds more sultry now to your ears.
Can you say that to me, but then say Poppy after it?
What about Los Niños Benditos?
Yeah. Benditos or bonitos?
Yeah. Oh, either or.
Okay. Fine.
All right, we're interrupting Oscar.
Yeah,
sorry,
clearly.
folks. It's late.
It's a film made by. It's an earlier film by Guillermo del Toro, who was famous from Pacific Rim and Hellboy and Pan's Labyrinth.
Made that.
Oh, yeah, interesting.
It's his first
Pan's Labyrinth too, right?
Yeah, he did Pan's Labyrinth, which is like his best movie.
Great
by far.
movie.
This is a ghost story that basically opens up by saying it's a ghost story. It's a ghost story that isn't a mystery, and in fact, it's a haunting. Like, it's not a haunting. Like, that's like it's the reveal of the movie. You see the ghost child, who is a kid in this case, appear within the first 10 minutes. And the movie has a lot of other things, but I'm just going to talk about the supernatural stuff. There's a lot of, Spanish-American Civil War stuff going on. There's the paramilitary, there's greed, there's gold, there's liars, there's all this stuff. But besides all that, which is all great, the main thing about it is that this film treats its phenomenon, it's supernatural, obviously very creepy and all that. The kid is creepy as shit, if you guys seen the movie. And but it treats it as the way, like Dave sees some of the stuff, is that it's something trapped. It could be trapped in time. It's based on emotion. It's based on all these things that no one can really put a finger on it. In this particular case, this ghost is driven by revenge because of something very heinous that happened to him due to an accident. And again, I won't spoil the movie for you, but it's really well served. And it really links this kid to make enough, like this. It makes sense that this orphanage is haunted, and it makes sense the way the movie plays, how this kid discovers it, who has like this, maybe a gift like you, Dave, or you, Joe, maybe have, where you can sense him and talk to him, even though eventually they all talk to him by the end, and trying to get the kid's revenge, because the man who killed him is still in the orphanage and shit, and it's really cool overall the way it gets there. And it's just like a really simple and very efficient and surprisingly rational ghost movie I've ever seen.
I've never seen it. I'm really excited that it's a Guillermo del Toro movie. I like him as a director. So The Devil's Backbone sounds really interesting.
And one last thing is that the way The Devil's Backbone, the title comes up in the movie.
Is it an American film?
No, it's Spanish. It's the way it comes up is that there's this doctor on the premises who's obviously a man of science completely, and he describes, he has these mason jars full of these like weird liquids. I don't know what they call, some sort of fluid, where they have these like stillbirths,
like
or fetuses,
or something.
maybe something like that. And there's like a bunch of stillbirths in it, very creepy, obviously. And he's describing it to this kid who's asked him, "Hey, do you believe in ghosts?" And he's like, "Well, look at this kid, right? Look at this specimen I have here, this baby. You see the spine? You see the spine cracked open, like the backbone, right?" He's like, a lot of people call it the devil's backbone on these kids because they believe that it's a curse and all this stuff, and but it's not true. It's really just a disease that this kid died from, and that's the way we should be looked at. Like, if you really feel like you would be cursed by this and you believe in that, then you'd be fine drinking or doing some crazy gypsy curse lifting thing too, right? If you believe it. And the kid's like, "No, I guess I don't." So the movie, its title comes from a viewpoint of science as well as
okay, there it is,
superstition or whatever. Kind of what we're trying to do. Anyway, that's why I really liked it. So yeah, that's Devil's Backbone. It's not really available anywhere. I rented it myself, but I recommend it if you can find it.
I have a follow-up.
Very good, thank you.
A follow-up video to the one I just showed you.
Well, what happened when we went to the elevators?
Well, I'll let me explain it.
All right. I just sent the other elevator to his... Aha. Maybe it was. That did sound like the same screech. So mystery solved there. It's this elevator, I think, that's making that noise. I must just not have heard it because I was talking. I don't have very good hearing, so...
Well, there we go. And that's what we do. Not everything, unfortunately, is a paranormal event.
This is what we have to do as investigators, is we have to...
There you go.
As soon as we hear something that sounds like it might be paranormal in nature, we have to rule out every possibility.
That's so funny, coming out of the review of...
of the Devil's Backbone.
That's crazy. It also reminds me of The Conjuring, when the Warners go into the house and explain to the house owners that all those noises are not supernatural, they're just the house being old and cranky.
He was talking about like crinking pipes.
Yeah. They show it to them.
So, well, there we go. Okay, and that's quite all right.
That was the elevator.
As Dave said, that's
I
what
will
we
say
do.
I did another spin around the floor, and the energy that didn't seem to be around when we were all walking around is back.
It's probably running away from me. I like...
Dude, me.
I'm a
Dude, I'm the cooler.
Yeah, me and Oscar might be the coolers here. Well, I mean, again, that's what we do.
It's in a different place now, though.
Everything is not paranormal in nature, and there's an example right there. All right, very good. Well, I guess, we saved the best for last. My walkthrough of the Pfister Hotel. And I got to say, nothing really interesting happened. Maybe a couple minor spots here and there. I did do a burst EVP session, electronic voice phenomenon session, in the Imperial Ballroom when I was off kind of into a dappled section, back room area of the ballroom. I did a burst EVP session. We haven't had a chance to go back and listen to see if I caught anything, but overall, we walked from floor 8 all the way down to floor 1 and probably back up again, and didn't really have anything too intense happen. I did talk to some security guards, as you'll hear in my footage, but they are on a strict no-ghost policy at this point. The Cincinnati Reds are staying here tonight, so security is pretty tight. No one's really saying anything. Ran into a couple other hotel guests who said they heard the stories but hadn't experienced anything, and they've been here since Tuesday. It's already Saturday. So I guess, guys, without further ado, let's play my walkthrough of the Pfister and see what I uncovered, see what I found.
Yep.
All right, this is Jason Nhyte, Saturday, May 28th, 2:48 a.m. at the Pfister Hotel. Walking into the main lobby. Guess save the best for last. I don't know. It's late. There's not a lot of activity here currently. Did some walkthroughs of the hotel itself. Not a lot of feelings, not a lot of strange activity at this point. I'm going to try to find a security guard to talk to, see if I could come up with any stories, anything anyone's willing to talk about. As haunted as this place claims to be, at this point it's pretty quiet. So I'm going to stop and look for someone to interview. Alright, we didn't encounter anyone in the lobby worth talking to. Some non-English speaking floor crews, but aside from that, nothing. We're starting back on the 8th floor. I'm going to work our way down and see what happens. Everything is very rectangular here, so it's really easy to navigate the floors. It's one big square, if you will. So, as Dave said earlier, just 3 turns and you're back to where you started. Wait, Joe, don't go downstairs yet. It's super late. Nothing going on. But strangely, no weird feelings either. Paintings all around the hotel. This hotel has the world's largest collection of art. Publicly displayed, world's largest publicly displayed hotel art collection. Beautiful paintings all throughout the floors and the ballrooms, lobby. It's quite beautiful. We'll report back as soon as something happens. 8th floor. Walking down to the 7th floor. 7th floor is where all the ballrooms are. Louis XIV ballroom, the Imperial Ballroom. Really pretty amazing. Beautiful piece of history here.
14th one, I really felt it.
So now we're walking into the Imperial Ballroom. Dave had immensely strong feelings here earlier. Completely isolated on my own. Dave Black, Joe Eerie, Oscar Spector are at the complete opposite end of the ballroom, so I'm here in a darkened room by myself. I'm going to stand here for a second, see if I could feel anything. If anyone's here, speak into this microphone. It's a very high-powered, sensitive microphone. If anyone's here, speak into this microphone now. Pfister. Charlie Pfister. Charles Pfister. Are you here? Give me a sign. Speak into this microphone. Okay, we're going to have to play that back later and see if we caught anything. We'll walk back. We'll check back if something happens. 3:11 a.m. Saturday, May 28th. Heading down to the 6th floor Pfister Hotel. Walking through the halls. Halls are really big, actually. They're not those tight, claustrophobic feeling halls. They're very well lit. Most of them are fairly wide. Eerie because of decor. I wouldn't say eerie because of ghosts or energy. All those little alcoves, kind of, yeah. Little secret rooms. Joe likes going into all the do not enter, employee only doors. That's how you're going to find the good stuff.
No, I helped a bunch of them. It's pretty boring.
I want to see some chandeliers move, or I want to push me down the stairs or something, for the love of God.
Did you expect a Ghostbusters scene in the ballroom?
Absolutely. See, there goes Joe into the do not enter. It's a HVAC room. So we're on floor 6. And quiet, no activity. Oh, yeah. Okay, good luck. Joe and Oscar are splitting off to go check out another part of the hotel. It's just Dave and myself. Are you feeling anything?
This is where I was getting it before, but it seems to have shifted.
So we're around 605, room 605.
Now I'm not feeling it so much as the buzz, but my hands are going crazy.
So you're getting that cardiovascular.
Yeah.
Down to floor 5. Walking through. Still no feelings, no vibes coming out at all. It's a very dead night. I'm not sure of all the commotion about this place, all the press. So far it hasn't been too interesting. Walking around. Room 537, 5th floor, Pfister Hotel.
Let's get you 237.
237, 3:16 a.m., Saturday, May 28th. Dave's feeling something.
This is where I was feeling the ray.
It's 3 floors down from our room.
Yeah.
Same exact spot. As Dave's saying, there's like almost a force field like that goes straight up to the hotel.
Almost non-stop. We're all here. Keep opening these things until I find some cool artifact.
Where did Joe disappear to? He's tired. Walking down to floor 4. Still quiet. Everyone's getting a little punchy now.
This is the landing I got attacked on before.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Where is this energy, man? Going to 4. Now we're on floor 4. What are you feeling?
I mean, it's nothing big, but it's like definitely around.
We have a big Narnia armoire. We already did. There's only a pillow in there, and it's loud to open. 4th floor. Oh, you hear the lobby grandfather clock going off? A lot of antiques in this place, especially in the lower lobby. In the lobby. 437. Here's 442. Room 442, 4 floors underneath where we are staying. Do you feel anything here?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little further up down here.
Huh.
I'm
check right here. Excuse.
Heading down to 3. Heading down to floor 3. All is quiet in the western front. 3:21 a.m. Saturday, May 28th. Floor 3. We're going to make our rounds on 3 and then head down to lobby. Party going on in some room here. Nothing. All the doors changed. Dave found something. He's looking in every single nook and cranny. Alright, heading down to the lobby balcony. The beautiful lobby balcony. Overlooking the grand entrance. I'm going to see if there's anyone down there to interview this time. Because so far, it is quiet. Nothing going on. Beautiful marble flooring. Here's some security people. I'm going to talk to this kid. Looks like a night security guard. Coming down past the grand staircase and the lions. And we're going to see if we can get some stories. How's it going? Good. We are staying up on the 8th floor, 842.
Okay. Sure.
And we're actually recording a podcast.
Okay.
The SOS-Radio podcast.
Okay.
Chicago's own supernatural occurrence studies.
Cool.
So we're here at the Pfister trying to uncover some ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
And I was wondering...
Very far with that.
No?
No.
I booked it under... They knew we were coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I talked to Sales, and Sales told us some stories. And what is your thought on that?
Good luck. You're not gonna find anything.
You don't believe it? Or you're not allowed to talk about it?
There's nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
All the stories, like the MLB players and...
That's just stories.
Really?
Yeah.
How long have you worked here?
Over half a year.
Yeah, and nothing, huh? Guests complaining. Really? Interesting.
Not that I've heard.
All right, well, thanks.
Yep.
All right. You mind if we continue walking through?
Sure.
All right, thanks. And you security here, or you kind of take care of...
Front. Yeah, front of the house.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
We're going to continue on. No activity. It's been here about a year, or half a year. No activity. Beautiful hotel, though.
Yeah.
Beautiful hotel. Yes. Yeah. Wow, no luck there.
You said it was up, or you
No, I didn't ask that, but he said everything it's just stories, nothing based in fact. It's been here about 6-7 months, and nothing based in fact as far as stories. So now we have two conflicting stories. We had workers before saying that yes, absolutely things were going on, and now we have this front desk person saying that nothing's going on. Could be they're instructed not to talk about it, but we'll see. Joe's going to ask to see if we can go up to the 9th floor, and we will come back. Now we have security really taking an eye on us. And that just means I have to go and ask him more questions. Hey, what's going on? I'm recording a podcast right now. And it's the sos-radio.com podcast. All paranormal all the time. We're here at the Pfister looking for ghosts.
That's cool.
Is there anything you can tell us?
Nothing.
not at liberty to discuss.
The only spirit we have is the spirit of hospitality here.
How about if I leave your name off of it?
You don't have any clearance to record anything here.
It might not be live right now, so...
It doesn't much matter to me.
Actually, we did, when I booked the room, let them know what we would be doing when I spoke to sales.
Okay.
So,
nothing was sent to us about it.
And it should have been, which is, that is actually weird, because we did tell them what we were doing.
Okay.
Because we knew we'd be walking the halls late at night and we didn't want any problems, so we did let them know what we were going to be doing. So, still nothing you could talk about.
Because I have not experienced a single thing.
How long have you been here?
A year.
Yeah. Off the record?
Stop in here. You almost gotta kind of believe that stuff too. So.
What's that?
So I guess you gotta kind of believe.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. I just figured I'd stop and ask.
Yeah, no worries.
You probably think there's a bunch of weirdos walking around. I figured I'd come and make it a point to talk. Well, I just saw it walked out the door, so I figured we can't be that bad.
No.
All right.
How's your night been so far, otherwise?
It's been really quiet, actually. Kind of disappointed. Just all the articles we've read, people we talked to.
Yeah.
Even when we booked on the phone, when we talked to sales, they had relayed a couple stories to us. So...
Who did you talk to?
I have her name in my notes upstairs.
Okay.
But we booked it about a month and a half ago. I don't remember the woman's name, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries.
So
what station is this in?
SOS-radio.
SOS-radio.
Yeah, you need that dash, otherwise you get to a Christian radio station, and that's definitely not us. So, yeah, SOS-radio, sos-radio.com is our website. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play Music.
You're based out of Milwaukee? Or?
Out of Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah. So Chicago's own supernatural occurrence studies. And this is kind of what we do. We travel the country, staying in haunted locations, reporting live, and it's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. So.
Right on. Yeah, you get to see a lot of cool things.
Yeah. Well, thanks, man. I won't take up any more of your time. Thank you. Appreciate it. Walkthrough. Pretty disappointing at the end of the day. I was hoping for chandeliers to start swinging around, or doors to bang open, or
and Slimer to appear.
Yeah, at least elevators to come up
sleep.
And be empty and stuff.
And I gotta sleep in the room with the demon closet.
Get into an elevator and have it take us to a floor that we didn't want to go to. Something. We even walked into the bowels of the place, into the emergency stairwells, and walked the entire place, and nothing significant happened. So, for now, this concludes our investigation of the Pfister Hotel. Tomorrow morning, later this morning, right now it is 4:33 a.m., still Saturday, May 28th. When we go to check out, we're going to try to interview some more people. But for now, we're going to conclude it. I want some final thoughts from the crew here. Dave, let's get some final thoughts from you on the Pfister Hotel.
Well, I could say right now I'm like exhausted, like I ran a marathon, and it's not necessarily because it's late. I stay up late all the time, but I really feel like my energy has been sapped from being here. I don't know, maybe it's from running up and down the stairs 1,000 times, but it feels like my energy has been sucked out of me, and I don't know. I didn't see anything. I didn't hear anything, but I definitely felt very strong presences here. I felt the wall. I felt the hilly thing. I felt like different buzz throughout the place. I felt,
and when you say wall and hilly, you mean the way the waves of energy were coming at you.
Right, like it's like you're walking through, levels of energy. But so there's definitely
the floaters.
Yeah, and the
I
floaters,
like the floaters
kind of floating around, where they're like right now in the hallway, the wall is back, the hills are back, and there's a floater out there.
And me and Oscar are not there. I'm telling you, we're as Oscar says,
Oscar and I.
the coolers. We're the coolers.
In fact, the floater I felt in a spot I hadn't felt anything yet.
Interesting. So haunted, Dave?
Definitely haunted.
Joe?
Yeah, like Dave said, I'm drained right now. I was drained ever since we got back from that fireside. I mean, like I'm like out of it. I can barely keep my eyes open. I feel like I have no energy.
And of course, Fireside, Joe's referring to a restaurant we stopped at in Kenosha, Wisconsin, on our way north, heading to Milwaukee, which turned out to be very haunted, and we will be recording a podcast there in the upcoming weeks.
And we also
Maybe you
talked
guys-
about it on the last show.
Yeah, we talked about it in the last show. Yeah, thank you. I meant to say that, but I'm tired. Forgot to say that.
That's what I'm here for.
And
Yeah, this.
so maybe that's what zapped you guys.
It drains the hell out of you. You know.
Yeah.
Haunted, Joe?
Definitely.
Oscar, thoughts?
I mean, all my thoughts are aesthetic. It's a cool looking place. I love all the doorknobs. I love everything about it.
It's very antique.
I mean, if we talk about this place without any haunting stuff, I could chew your ear off, you know. But otherwise, I didn't feel shit, unfortunately. And I really, you know, that's okay. I'm not like, disappointed. I'm whatever. It's just not my thing. Like piano or math, you know. Maybe I just won't get it. So, but yeah, it's good, you know. Yeah.
Good experience?
Yeah, it's a good.
Overall?
I mean, I'm not tired. As tired as you. I mean, I'm tired, but not that much. Like I'm usually up till 6. So.
But it was a good experience for you?
Yeah.
Overall?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dig
and
it.
as for me, you know, I know what we heard in the room. I'm curious to see about my burst EVP session when I finally listen to this episode, to see if I caught anything, and that gagging sound. I'm really curious to see if the microphones picked that sound up while we were doing the
We should
Ouija
leave
board.
something in that closet while we sleep.
We could do that. Overall, I was expecting a lot more. I think I really hyped myself up about this place just because of all the news stories I read about it and all the reviews and stuff. So I guess I'm a little let down at the end of the day. But as Joe said earlier, we haven't gone to sleep yet, and a lot of activity plagues people.
That's what
While
I
they're
wanted.
sleeping.
You know what?
So-
I'll tell you this. Just to relate this to another hobby of mine, herping, which is, you know, going out and looking for reptiles and amphibians. You know, some days you go out on what seems like a perfect day to find snakes and critters, and you'll find a toad, you'll find a frog, and you'll maybe see a turtle on a log. You won't find any cool snakes. You won't find any of the target species you were looking for. And then other days you go and you just have handfuls of snakes everywhere, and they're under everything, and they're all over the place, and they're crossing the road, and you know, it's just sometimes the environment's right, sometimes it's not, and and sometimes the environment seems perfect, and nothing seems to be around for whatever reason.
It's a great way to put it.
And it's just the way things are. It's just the nature.
Well,
of
yeah,
things.
if you collect snakes
It's the
and
nature
toads.
of what we do.
But I
Well-
mean, anyone can say that if you go fishing or bird watching or
Sure.
whatever, you know. Like
I was just hoping
sometimes-
something would happen
sometimes it's
because
there,
it was a
sometimes
really
it's not.
expensive room. I
Yeah.
wanted to get a
I
bang
mean,
for
I wish I
buck.
would have saw or heard more. You know.
Yeah. Well, like you
But-
said,
I'm telling you,
yourself-
Joe, if you go out in that hallway right now and just walk around once before you go to sleep, you'll feel something because it's
See, I mean,
it's out there.
I definitely feel it here and there, but I want to actually sleep. I want to lay down. I want to hear the bumps in the night. You know,
let yourself
And,
go into it.
I think we've been searching and looking for it too hard. I think we got to let it come to us,
Ah, interesting.
and that's what I wanted.
Interesting.
Just sit back, enjoy the day, and just hang out and unexpectedly.
And one of the times I came up here
hear
by
or see
myself,
something.
I was in the room by myself twice actually today, and the first time was when I came up to get the mic. I think I forgot one of the mics, and you guys were down here. I sat here for a while in the empty just to see if I could feel something, and I was just trying to ask it to do something, and nothing happened, obviously. But I was like,
But you tried.
yeah, a little bit. I was in the closet. I took pictures, and nothing came out of it.
Yeah, folks, good point on the pictures. You know, make sure and check out sos-radio.com, photos and videos for pictures from the Pfister. I guess with that, we will try to get some sleep, see if anything paranormal happens to us at night,
and talk to some people in the morning.
and talk to some people in the morning. If we experience anything, tonight, we'll report first thing in the morning when we wake up as an addendum to this episode. So until then, we're going to sign off from the Pfister. And Joe, take us home.
Thanks, everyone, for listening to the SOS-Radio podcast. Be sure to rate us on iTunes and Google Play Music. Download our free mobile app by searching Supernatural Occurrence Studies on Google Play, Apple App Store, and Amazon App Store. Visit us online at sos-radio.com for pictures, videos, a member-only forum, and other exclusive content. We can also be found at SOS-Radio on Facebook, Chicago Ghosts on Instagram, and Chicago Ghosts on Twitter, Chicago's own Supernatural Occurrence Studies on YouTube, Jason Nhyte on Google+, that's Nhyte, Nhyte. Email us at submissions at sos-radio.com and call or text anytime at 872-529-0SOS. That's 872-529-0767.
And as always, kind listeners, keep your head up, eyes open, and question everything.
Want to save your soul from hell, arriving on our range. Cowboy, change your ways today. Oh. With us you will ride, that you never turn.